All right, welcome back to the fourth episode of Plot Twist.
Yeah,
now.
fourth. Wow,
That's
4
crazy.
episodes in.
Yeah,
Are we rich yet, baby?
not yet. Baby steps, baby steps.
Baby steps.
As always, I'm Ibrahim, joined by my co-host Ahmad.
Let's go, man. It's fourth episode. What are we
Fourth
diving in, man? We just saw Sinners. If you didn't check out our review that we just posted, definitely go check out our review. We definitely had some different opinions on that, but
We did.
I think we came to agree to disagree.
I think so.
I think so.
We weren't that far apart.
You know, we weren't too far. We're typically not too far. But like
No.
right now, we're not that far. We're probably this much space away.
Honestly, that's a very accurate depiction of that. Very
I
accurate.
like it. Okay. Well, since we're on the topic of Sinners, I just want to bring up, are you a horror guy?
Yeah, I learned this about you after the movie. I do like horror.
Really?
I do.
What do you like about it? Besides, like, I
Jump scare.
cannot stand... Bro, there were 3 jump scares in that movie that it just kind of irritated me. Like, it wasn't like, oh, man, oh, that was good. It kind of was just like, why did you just do that?
Ismail, I'm sorry, but my little brother had to go use the bathroom because he got so scared from one of the jump
Couple
scares.
times, too. I was thinking, like, does this guy got a slushie or something? I look over there, I was like, what is this guy drinking, a big gulp? Like,
He shows me his heart rate was 107. And he goes,
dude.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
You're like, hurry up and get out of my face so I can continue watching.
It was so funny.
Yeah, that's
I would love to watch a horror movie with him.
Yeah.
I think part of watching the horror movie is seeing the people around you
Yeah, getting nervous.
Well,
I was looking at him
scared.
come like there was a couple times like I would look over at him and he's like eating our co-host. He was eating one of these like strips. Every time I see him kind of dozing off, he'd like grab one.
Co-producer.
Excuse me. He was trying to like fight to stay awake.
Yeah.
You said he'd be out by like
I
10. It
told
was a
you.
pretty late movie. It was
wasn't-
pretty late.
It was.
But what would you say? So if you're a horror guy, name a couple that you would say, okay, these were, either top horror or horror that you liked.
I loved the Final Destination movies.
Never watched any.
Really?
No, I haven't watched
I
any.
love those movies. This is like more horror comedy, but I used to like the Scream movies.
I always liked Scream,
Yeah.
bro. I love Scream. I'm so serious. That's not horror. Horror is like
Freddy vs. Krueger.
Saw.
Oh, bro, I love Saw.
I can't do Saw. Like, let's play a game. No, I can't do that. No, I don't want to
Love
play
Saw.
any of this. And it's always the most gory, like scalping, ripped. It's like scenarios where I'm just like, this is just,
Right.
it's just too, it's too much. Like, I would say
love
that's
that.
my limit.
I love that.
I have a limit.
I
Go
love that.
Scream,
Yeah.
like that's my
I
limit.
said it was
Because
comedy.
that's more thriller. I wouldn't say that's horror.
Okay, fine.
Scream is a thriller. I love the Scream series. Now that you brought that
Right.
up, they're coming out with a new one. I recently just watched. I watched the last couple ones that came in the movies. People had mixed opinions about it, but honestly, I'm just a sucker for them. As soon as you throw on the ghost face, like, hello, like, sit there, like, don't hang up on me, like, let's. What's your favorite scary movie? Oh, dude, What's up? I love those, bro. Those are so funny, man. And there's another one too. Now that we just talked about Scream, man, it just you know what I never seen? Any Halloween movie.
Oh, I don't know if I watched any of
They came out with like 10 of them with Michael Myers. I've never watched one.
Yeah. They're good.
Don't you know what I mean? Don't bash me in the comments now. I didn't watch any Halloween. No, I haven't watched Freddy Krueger.
That one was.
I didn't watch Freddy Krueger vs. Jason. I didn't watch any
love
of those.
ones.
Nightmare on Elm Street and all that.
I didn't watch that
I
one.
never seen those.
What about? I don't know if this is considered horror, but It, the clown.
I never watched it, but I'm not a clown kind of guy.
I was
All
terrified.
clowns stay away.
I was afraid of clowns for like 10 years.
Bro, I never liked clowns. They always creeped me out.
I didn't like the latest one that came out. I watched it with my other cousin Ahmad. I thought it was like a comedy. Me and him were laughing like the entire movie, but it was so corny.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of clowns. The absolute scariest movie I think I've ever watched that gave me like the creeps.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't watch this movie. I probably wouldn't even watch this movie ever again. It was called I think it was called The Strangers or Strangers. Bro,
I don't know if I ever watched it.
I'm pretty sure it was called Strangers. Can we fact check that, please? The Strangers. It is The Strangers. Okay. Bro, this movie is about a couple. I don't know if they're having any problems, but they're in this house in the middle of nowhere. Already a big red flag, right? And yes, that's the exact one. Yes. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna pull up. I'm gonna have to pull up a picture in this now just to show. So it should be right above me, bro. This movie, the girl's just doing the dishes. Pretty much, it's silent horror. There's no jump scare. She's just doing her dishes, and then you'll see like the room behind her, and then she'll just be doing the dishes, and then the guy just walks across the room, and you see. But she doesn't. And you're just like, oh my god, like the guy just walked behind you. And they're pretty much just terrorizing these people. And in the end, they get them, they, invade the home or whatever. And she's like, why are you guys doing this? And he's like, because you were home. And it was just like, what do you mean? What do you mean because I was home? Bro, it was the worst / scariest movie I think I've ever seen.
That's what they get for buying a secluded house in the middle of nowhere.
Bro, so it frightened. I couldn't do it.
I remember the first horror movie I watched was called Wrong Turn.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I watched it at Khaiti Hanet's house. I think that's honestly what got me into horror movie. I was like terrified the entire time. And then it ended and I was like, I kind of like the feeling. Like I was always on edge. Like I didn't know what was coming next. Like, like you're like waiting for the jump scare, waiting for the jump scare, waiting for the jump scare. It doesn't come till you finally relax and bam, it comes right at you.
That is their method. Right. It's like getting you to boom, right here. I got you.
As soon as you relax.
Yeah, they do that. I think actually at your house, I remember, just remember when he, what was it? I think it was Chucky.
Oh,
Chucky at your house. I don't think I've seen any Chucky.
How could I forget Chucky?
Bro, Chucky, The Ring, The Grudge.
Oh my god, bro. You're naming all great movies right now.
Movies that when I was a kid, I was a kid, I would see it and just be like, I'm not watching these.
Oh, Chucky. I was terrified. So I can't remember which Chucky it was, but he came out of those side sewer things in the side of the house.
Yeah.
My uncle had one in his old apartment. I would never walk anywhere near there because I was terrified. Is Chucky gonna come out from over here?
That's why they call him Chucky.
Oh, it was Ami Mahmoud's house.
What? Really?
His nickname was it is Chucky.
Whose name's Chucky?
Ami Mahmoud.
Oh, it's his. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
His uncle. His nickname was Chucky.
Oh, wow.
And he's the one who had the apartment that had that little side sewer thing. I was terrified to walk anywhere near that place because of Chucky.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen. I seen a couple funny snippets. I don't like any doll horrors. And I which one? Annabelle. I don't think I've seen Annabelle. I've seen The Orphan. It was a movie called The Orphan, and it was no, that didn't even do with a doll. I'm sorry, I'm mixing up my movies. There's actually a new movie coming out in the movie theater. It looks so stupid. I'm sorry. It's literally about a doll versus an AI now. Yeah, it's some scary movie. I seen it. Think of the Mission Impossible trailer. Wow. But I can't do dolls, and I definitely don't do paranormal activities. Huh. I don't do any the ghost stuff. Can't do that.
Quiet Place. Where did you classify that?
Quiet Place would be. I wouldn't say that's a thriller. It gives you a thrill. It has some sort of a sci-fi thriller to it. I wouldn't say horror.
Okay, that's fair.
Because it's more of a survival situation. Quiet Place, day one was really bad.
Yeah, you told me.
I didn't like A Quiet Place day one. But, now that we're on the topic of, not evil, but let's talk about villains. I think I want to talk about villains.
I love me a good villain.
All right, who do you think is the best, the greatest villain of all time?
Oh, greatest villain of all time. You're putting me on the spot here. We're talking about movies or TV?
Let's go TV.
TV. There's two that really come to my mind right away.
One of them pops in my head because I just couldn't stand him because of how good he was.
Okay, I remember probably the same guy.
Are you talking about Game of Thrones? Yeah. Oh, dude, he was the worst, bro. Go ahead, just say it.
I'm just blanking on his name right now. I can see his stupid little ugly face.
Ramsay, right?
Oh, you're talking about Ramsay?
Bowman?
Ramsay was my second one. My first one was, what's his name?
Who?
King Joffrey.
Oh my god, how can I forget about that little prick? I hated him. Oh my god, how much I hated him. But he was evil.
Fantastic.
He was so evil.
He was, dude. Oh my god! I between the two of them, I would
get him,
bro. So I've never hated a character so much that I loved him.
Oh my gosh, bro, he's bad, dude.
And they both survived for so long.
Ramsay he did. I love the way he died, though.
Yeah.
He died.
Spoiler. But
Yeah, it's a big
we're
spoiler.
gonna have to put a spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler free.
But if you haven't watched Game of Thrones yet, you're a
Yeah,
loser.
come on. I mean, I liked him better than the Night King. I mean, he should have been a better villain.
Oh yeah, the Night King was. Game of Thrones episode coming to you soon.
Yes. Oh my God. Game of Thrones rant. Literally.
Rant.
Bouncing off the wall now, dude.
God.
Yeah, man. Any other villains that you could
any other villains? What other good villains?
TV.
I guess not this TV. It goes to movie. You'd consider the Joker a movie.
You would consider him a villain.
I love the Joker, especially in Dark Knight.
Yeah, he's a beast.
One of the best villains I think I've ever seen in a movie.
He's an absolute beast. I mean, you want to talk about? I wouldn't say. I was almost going to say Gus from Breaking Bad, but I wouldn't say he's a villain. Walt almost became a villain.
Walt, yeah, I know. It's so hard to determine, like, because he was a bad guy.
Yeah.
Technically, right? Like, how many people did Walt kill in the TV show?
A lot.
Yeah,
he really changed.
Now, did he have a good reason?
Would you say there's any horror or... Yeah, I would say, like, horror, like, series? I don't think they come out with those, do they?
Horror series? I don't know. I don't think so.
You know... Well, the first thing that pops to my head when I think of not a TV show, but like another thing that I really don't like is like any devil exorcism kind of stuff. That's like way over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not my thing either. No, I'm trying to think of other villains that I really like.
Well, you can hop on movies. Well, here's one. People would probably say Darth Vader is one of the greatest villains, but are you a Star Wars guy?
I watch Star Wars.
I haven't either, but I feel like I would want to.
Yeah.
There's something about like when the lightsaber comes down and it's just like, I feel like I would like Darth Vader. Probably because when I went to Disney, I seen in one of the rides that we had. You've been to Disney? Have you been to Disney?
No.
I went for the first time. It was really fun.
Yeah.
You should definitely take me.
It must be nice saving money.
It's wasn't that much for the park experience. I think everything else around it was a little expensive. I probably went back for a while, but I think I would like that. I might check it out. I think
I don't watch Star Wars because I'm not and I'll leave my cousin. So
you're a Star Wars guy?
No. There's an inside joke that we have about Star Wars and why we haven't watched it. But
are you gonna share it with the the general public?
No, it's not for podcast. It's not.
Just PG it down.
I can't PG it.
What are you saying? They're like they're losers?
Yeah, they're losers.
Why would they be losers?
It might be a great joke. It's an inside joke. It's like we don't mean it. It's just one of our really good friends. They love it and they rewatch it like during Christmas time. They watch they do like a 24-hour marathon thing where they literally watch all the Star Wars, and we just call them losers just because of it.
I mean, there are super fans. So how about we talk about super fans? Like, I know there's people that are like ride or die Star Wars, like back in the day. Like, do you think there's any other movie series or
all of them
movie series that
like The Office, Game of Thrones?
I mean, like
Breaking
where you're like
Bad.
wearing the. I'm talking about like people who are like wearing the shirt, like have like the Yoda on.
Make sure it's zoomed in here.
I see.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
Shout out Zuzu.
The Office. I am inside.
Yeah, it's one of the scenes. But I'm a big Office guy. Big Office guy. Like I told you, like I always casual watch Office, like comedy show. Like anyone says, "Oh, you know, funny." The Office. There's other good ones. There's Parks and Rec. I liked. I don't know if you ever watched Parks and Rec. The Community was pretty good.
I think I watched that either.
Trying to think of another series. Friends is okay. I like The King of Queens. Like, The King of Queens is very old school, so there's no way anybody who's listening to this probably ever heard of it. But King of Queens was a funny TV show to watch. To go younger, Saved by the Bell was funny for me. Like
I've seen Saved by the Bell.
But
Ned's Declassified.
Was good. Man, I love that show.
Those are throwback shows, man. Yeah. Now all this weird stuff's like coming up with like Nickelodeon. Not Nickelodeon. I know. Was it Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon and Disney, they're both, I don't know which
intertwined.
Intertwined, essentially, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of stuff about them come out recently. It's so weird how all these things start to like kind of come to the surface. Yeah. Like now, it sucks to think like, you know, what people were going through back then. Like, wow, you know?
Yeah.
Especially like the Slime-a-thon or whatever it was, the Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I used to love those moments. I was so jealous. I was like, man, I want to get dumped with slime. Ride or Die, The Office. I was Game of Thrones until you finally watched it. And then they ended it and it sucked. But if I had to pick one show for myself personally, it's probably The Office. What about you?
Okay.
I think I know yours, and I think you're not
Super
gonna say
fan?
it, but you're gonna end up saying it when I tell you. Go ahead.
Super fan. Like
Yeah.
this is like the greatest series ever.
Yes.
Man, that's a tough one to put me on the spot.
There's two that
I mean,
comes to my head.
I always go like, the first thing I think of is Breaking Bad when I think
Yeah.
of anything that was super,
Right.
like one of my favorites of all time.
Right.
Sons of Anarchy was one of my favorites of all
That's
time.
the other one. That
Sons of
came out.
Anarchy, I'm telling you, I was wearing like the hoodies, everything. It was one of the major things that kind of put me in shows,
Yeah.
you know?
I remember you recommended it to me, and I was like, I hate biker gangs and blah blah blah. Yeah. I was like, fine. Like, obviously, I have to trust him. Like, we are very aligned with the type of movies and TV shows we like. I watched the first episode. I was like, okay, this is good, and I kept watching, and then I got hooked.
Yeah.
On Sons of Anarchy, and I love the ending. Ayub, my cousin, said he didn't like the ending.
You didn't like the ending?
Ayub.
Oh, Ayub didn't. Ayub watched it?
Yeah,
I didn't think Ayub would be into it.
Yeah. He watched it, and then I love the full circle.
Yeah,
you know, like
the moment. Yeah,
not to be his dad, not to be his dad, not to be his dad. Be better than his dad. Be better than his dad. Go out like his dad.
Yeah, I like. It was. Yeah,
it touches really my heart. I love that.
It's really good. Sons of Anarchy was really good, and I love that actor too, Charlie Hunnam. He was a beast at playing Jack.
Really
and Ron Perlman, who played Clay.
Oh yeah,
really good too.
Oh my god, I hated him. That's a good villain.
Yeah. No, he wasn't. Yeah, he was a villain. I would say he's a villain. I feel like there's so many that I'm gonna think about after that. I'm gonna be like, oh, I should have said that villain. And all this.
Oh yeah, for sure. Same for me. But Joffrey and Ramsay, like,
I hated Ramsay, dude.
They were so good.
So what's your go-to streaming service?
What's a streaming service? I hate streaming.
I know. I
literally,
know it's rough.
I literally mooch off of everyone, off of everything.
Yeah.
Like, don't catch me. But yeah,
I think Netflix has to take, like, Paramount Plus has had really good stuff now, but it's like Netflix has to be the go. They have everything that we would watch. It's definitely not Amazon.
Yeah, no.
Prime
has there's a couple
like all these like low budget ones. I think that
Jack Ryan is good. I know you haven't watched it, but Jack Ryan was good. I like Jack Ryan.
Apple TV. I'm not into any Apple.
You know, I heard Apple has some good stuff.
Really?
I've heard. I can't remember. Somebody told us recently. Do you remember who it was? I can't remember who it was.
There's a comedy on there called Ted Lasso that a lot of people.
Yeah, everyone would be talking about.
A lot of people talk about it,
and that's the type of show that I actually would probably enjoy.
Really?
I think so.
I think it was more of Man.
Yes. My friend Ahmad and Ibrahim. Shout out Ahmad and Ibrahim.
Oh, I thought you were saying what show it was.
No. He just told me like he watches a bunch of stuff on Apple TV. He watches the pod. Shout you out, Ahmed. Thank you for watching. And he asked me if I watch anything on Apple TV. So if I can give him recommendations.
So let me ask you this: do you think you judge really early, like books by its cover? I sometimes I look at just the cover, to see like how I'd like it. It keeps going back to desensitizing on TikTok and social medias. But what do you think? Do you think you judge them really hard?
Not from the cover. I have things that I wean through. Like I told you, I check IMDb first, or I'll check with you first.
Yeah.
And there's people who I ask who like, I'll be like, okay, if they like it, like maybe I'll give it a shot. And there's people who are like, man, if they like it, I know I'm not gonna like it. So like the reverse.
My yard likes it, I'm not gonna like it. No, I'm just kidding. If Zuzu likes it, I'm probably definitely not gonna like it.
Yeah, if Zuzu recommends it, hell no.
No,
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll try. Like, I won't, not from the picture. Like, I'll give it an episode or two, but if it doesn't hook me like pretty early in the first 2 episodes, I'll probably
just stub it. I think I judge books pretty hard. I think I need to sometimes give things a chance because you never know what you might like, right? Like I might never really like a certain genre that I think like, okay, you know what? I wouldn't watch something like this, but it ends up being like really, really good, you know?
Game of Thrones.
Definitely. Everything comes back to Game of Thrones. It always does because it was great. It was really, really good. It was the most in-depth show I ever watched.
It was because I know the type of shows you like.
Yeah. Took me a while to grow up.
And yes, and I'm just like, how are you not even giving it a chance? Like, you're all about the storylines and the plots and the acting, and I'm just like, this has everything you love.
Yeah.
And you won't watch it.
It took me a while, but I did.
Hear me.
It took me a while, but I did. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's all right, we're over now.
When we were in the movies, we saw a preview for a new Jordan Peele movie that I saw. It was called Him. How many Jordan Peele movies have you seen?
1.
Is that Get Out?
It was Get Out, yeah.
I think that's probably the main one I've been watching. I watched Get Out I've also watched. Oh man, I can't remember what it was called. Us. It was Us. So it was about. I don't know if you've seen the trailer. It was about a family.
I did.
You seen Us?
No. I watched the trailer.
Get Out.
I watched Get Out. I saw the trailer for Us.
Us was a little.
I heard it was weird.
It was pretty weird. I'm starting to think his movies are more on the weirder side. I think he needs to like fall back on it a little bit. And then I watched Nope. Did not like Nope at all. At all. It's a lot of his movies I think just don't make sense. I'm sorry. They don't.
Yeah.
This new one made no sense to me.
But I think that's like his like niche or whatever he wants.
It's like these movies aren't going to make sense.
Yeah, it's going to confuse you. It's not going to make any sense. It's going to be weird. But I think that's like his thing. I think. Like, Get Out was good.
Get Out was good because it had a plot and it had a good ending. Like, it kind of made sense, though, a little.
Yeah, kind of.
Like, kind of.
Yeah.
A little made sense.
I liked it.
But, like, Us was just like, okay, this was just really fiction, like fake. And it just, I liked the, like, it was pretty much essentially, like, if you didn't watch it, it'd be hard for me to kind of bring it up. But I liked, it was pretty much, they were at this circus and it was some area or some thing to not go to. And when they went down, there was another, I guess you can call civilization of people. It was almost like your doppelganger. Yeah. It was like you were another version of you was down there, but you were different. It was like completely different. Like it was something with like eating rabbits or something. They were just like completely different. So the girls ended up they met there. I don't know if they both met there by fate or what. Yeah. And the girl swapped her. So like the girl who did live in that whatever it was came here and had like the family, and that girl had to live with the other people who was like kind of the normal one. Yeah. And pretty much the Us family like were hunted the other family pretty much. It's hard for me to explain, but it was like it kind of was cool, but then I didn't really like I didn't enjoy it. But I probably won't see this movie to say the least. This new one that's coming out.
I don't think I would either.
Jordan Peele, not for me. Should have stuck to YouTube. Yeah. Key and Peele. Remember Key and Peele? They came out with the one. God, what was it called? Yeah. We watched it together, actually.
A show or
no? It was a movie with Key and Peele.
A movie with Key and Peele?
Something with a cat or something. Can you search up a Key and Peele movie
that involves a cat?
That involves a cat. There's something to do with that. Keanu.
Oh yeah,
we watched it. Yes,
we did. I can't remember. Did we like it?
I don't remember.
I think we said the same thing that we said about the other one. We said,
"This is weird."
Stick to YouTube.
Yeah, stick to YouTube.
Their YouTube. Oh my god, I reference their skits probably at least once or twice a day.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, we wanted to give a new segment towards the end where we wanted to ask, what do you guys think? What movie do you think should be a TV show or could be a TV show? Not a series, because I know I asked you this earlier and I thought of a movie that could be a series. And
like a mini-series.
Yeah, a mini-series. So what movie do you think could have been a season? Like seasons, couple seasons? Yeah, with a Z. And what do you think, what show do you think could have been just a movie?
Yeah.
I think that's a fair... Next episode, we'll have our answers to
Yeah, you really made me think about that when you brought that up. I was like, wow, that's a really good question. Yeah. Like, I feel like in the moment, there's some that I thought of, but like when you asked me the question, I'm like, I need to think about this.
I think I need to think about it.
Because there's definitely movies. I know for sure there's movies where I'm like, man, I wish I could just keep watching this.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's TV shows that are like, okay, like this probably could have been like one decently long movie. So,
okay.
Let us know what you guys think. Give us some ideas. We'll tell you which ones were good, which ones were terrible.
Definitely. Let us know also in the comments like your favorite horror movies, things that we should watch, things you might recommend. Make sure to keep up on our socials for new drops, for new reviews, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Like, share, subscribe.